What's exact? So come up with your exact so you know which way to round.
Be 87.
80 feet. What is here? 87.8? Is that what somebody said?
86.8 or something.
How tall are you?
6'3".
No.
Alright, so we're going with 90.
6'4".
So we narrowed it down from last time, right? We're down to 3 numbers again instead of 4. We're making progress again.
What Dustin said it was 100.
He said you were 120.
I did. Well, I'm not.
Alright, so, drug.
135.
Huh?
135.
Anybody do ketamine? Like do ketamine?
Because his blood pressure was low?
I like blood pressure jab.
Oh, wait, maybe I'm confused on the medical. Was it 90 over 80?
No, that wasn't mine.
This
Yeah.
one was like 104 over
Oh.
That was like 110.
108.
108 over like 84, I think.
Sucks 180.
Doesn't he have a potential head problem because he's bleeding for years?
Hence the light.
Yeah, potentially. Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't have blood on mine.
So do we have ICP?
Potentially.
Blood.
Was he showing signs of ICP?
Yeah.
Yes.
What are our signs of ICP?
His ears were bleeding.
He had fluid leaking out of his ears.
Right, but
So
Widening-
hold on. So ICP.
Widening pulse
so think
pressure.
of what does ICP stand for?
Cranial pressure.
What happens if I just have a basal skull fracture and I'm bleeding down my ears? Does that mean I have ICP?
no.
Okay. So what are our signs for ICP?
Vital signs.
Vital signs. What was this person's vital signs? So we had sluggish pupils.
The pressure being released.
I don't remember.
We just talked about blood pressure because you
Isn't it
chose
also
somebody.
110.
Okay, so you have like a 110. So
What was it over?
84.
He was old.
Respiratory rate
Oh,
was
exactly.
rapid.
At 126.
Rapid
Respiratory rate was
I had 28.
26.
And labor.
Labor.
That was big.
And then what? So do we still think ICP?
No.
Can we rule it out though? You have an unconscious person with relatively normal blood pressure that should be perfusing the brain enough to keep them awake? Yeah?
Yeah.
Are we potentially at the beginning stages of ICP?
Could be.
So this patient is a candidate for head injury medications, okay? We are at the beginning of the potential. Do we suspect it? Not yet, but for somebody to be unconscious and have head trauma related to it, it's something that we can't say for sure, okay? So we rule on the safe side and we go with the lidocaine or the fentanyl, okay? Yeah.
Could you, vital signs aside, just based on the mechanism of injury, couldn't you just make that assumption, regardless of what the vital signs look like?
Potentially, yes.
This was an explosion, which.
Well, I mean, so
It's out
so
of that.
you really want to take mechanism away because you want to really look at how your patient's presenting because a mechanism was somebody falling off the roof and it all depends on how they land, how the impact, how the injury happens, right? Hey, you fell off the roof. Hey, yeah, you have a head injury. Who cares if you fell feet first and just crumpled up at the bottom and there's nothing wrong with your upper torso, right? So you have to really kind of look at how your patient presents and some of the injury patterns associated with it. Okay. All right. So Tom, how much do we go with?
27 milligrams.
Sucks.
180. Percent. It'd be 9 and then max of 6.
Rock maintenance.
270. 18. 8.
Maintenance.
18. 18. Blake, did you get that? The dose for rock?
Like, yeah.
18.
Inside Joe's.
Yeah.
And suddenly my blood pressure drops to 60 over 40, and I go into cardiogenic shock with a heart rate of 40 after a major MI, and now you need to give a medication to keep my blood pressure up.
I'm not
After you intubated, RSA.
So we need to give Mons a medication to get his blood pressure elevated.
Dopamine.
Oh, we gotta get dopamine. So we gotta get Mons dopamine now. Oh, jeez.
We go with 10.
Here we go, guys.
Oh, here we go!
Oh, my God. 38.
How many people
Yeah.
just blacked out?
I got it.
I was one of them.
38 drops. 38.
Everybody, you got 38? Did you get 38? What'd you guys get? Did you guys get 38 that fast? No.
The second method, I didn't use the clock.
You didn't use the clock. You
No.
used the first number, drop the last two,
Yep.
or the last one. So you got 9.
Mhm.
9, and then who was it that said that they found a different one where you minus 2 plus 2 divided by 2 multiplied by 3?
What?
Was that you, sir?
It was just the one where you 180, drop to 0, minus 2.
Yeah.
So
So yeah, so
16 times.
so she says, hey, I found this other one that, so you take your, bless you. So how many times did you weigh, Mons?
192.
192, so you got 190 to drop that, so you minus 2, so 17. 17 times 2 is
34.
34. And you guys came up with 38, right? Using just the drop, so it's a 4-drop difference, okay? So is Mons an estimation already on his weight, right? So remember, this drops a minute, which so roughly how many drops a minute or per second is this?
1 every 2.
Roughly 1 drop every 2 seconds, okay? So remember, his is an estimate, and this is a starting point, okay? We titrate dopamine to go up or to go down, okay? So the absolutes, when we start doing these kinds of things, don't get super worked up until you guys have it on a test question, and then that's when you get worked up. Okay? But when it comes right down to it, so all this stuff is a titration and kind of a find that happy spot for the patient. Yes?
What's
The real formula?
Yeah.
The long formula?
I think she was talking about like method 2 that you should.
Method 2, this one right here? Oh yeah, you weren't here, were you?
No.
You know what? So what I will do is, I'll give it to you right after class. Okay, I'll show you all 3 of them. Okay? Just so we don't end up doing dopamine again. like we did last
And
time.
I also read that, like, one of them only works to up to 300 pounds. Is that this one? Drop to 0?
No, well, so the magic number only works up to 100 kilos. So you're 2, 3, 4. So method number 3 that we use only works up to the 100 kilo patient.
What did we
All
decide
right.
was the drip rate for dopamine?
What's that?
What was the drip rate that we decided?
34. 34 to 38.
Okay, because what I wrote yesterday was